This is going to be very important for San Francisco as well. This is the biggest meeting of world leaders that's happened here since 1945 when the UN was founded here. So this will really be a chance for San Francisco to showcase itself at its best, to bring in these world leaders, thousands of journalists from around the world, business leaders from top global corporations, and show them this is still an amazing place where you can get some great food and do some nice sightseeing, as well as have important business meetings.
Here in San Francisco, there's such a huge connection between the Asian continent and San Francisco and the people who live here and the relationships that exist here. In fact, we're seeing with many of our airlines some direct flights to places like Beijing and Shanghai and the Philippines, because the community that lives here, there's a lot of community ties, but there's also business ties. And businesses that are here in San Francisco, including artificial intelligence, this is where people want to be. They want to have those connections and those relationships and build those economic ties. So
you couldn't really see them before. They did a good job.
I think what we found with people who are coming to San Francisco is many of those folks are saying, this is not what I thought it was going to be based on what's been in the media. Because I think what happens sometimes is a moment, a snapshot is taken, and it's not always San Francisco, it's sometimes the Bay Area, it's someplace in some other city, and it's attributed to San Francisco. So I think we've gotten a lot of unfair press, not to suggest that we don't have challenges like any other major city, but we think that because we're expecting 2,200 press from around the world, that it'll give them a chance to experience San Francisco.
We're expecting tens of thousands of visitors and about $50 million in direct economic stimulus during that week. Of course, the benefit to the region goes far beyond just that week. We're looking at increasing and deepening economic ties and looking at ways to boost our travel and tourism economy. That has not completely recovered since the pandemic, particularly from China. China hasn't completely opened up yet. Our tourism from China is at about 20% of where it was pre-pandemic. And so the hope is that APEC will provide an opportunity for people from Asian countries to come see what San Francisco has to offer, bring back their family and their friends and their business partners to look at how they can do business in San Francisco as well.
Material called, may as well, it's not coming in at the moment, but it's
people will be disrupted. And that's why we're here today, and that's why we'll continue to message to the public to make sure that we minimize that disruption. The main focus that we're all here for is public safety and the safety of this event. There will be places where we won't allow access, and we are prepared to deal with that if we have unhoused people that are displaced. They will have opportunities for shelter. They will have opportunities for help. But the main thing is to make sure that it's a safe environment. The bottom line is there's going to be a lot of people in the city to attend this conference. We hope that it helps our businesses economically. SFPD is working to ensure First Amendment activity is properly facilitated and remains peaceful. And let me just be very, very clear. Any acts of violence against any members of the public or against law enforcement will not be tolerated.